and my potassium was 3.3, a little on the low side. No, it's not. They didn't check your RBC potassium. They probably checked your potassium, your serum potassium, which is irrelevant. Here in Canada, they don't check RBC potassium unless you actually demand for it, and sometimes they want to charge you money for it. I have a hair sticking out here. Okay, just say said it was low, or go figure. Yes, potassium is always gonna show up and down on testing because they're actually checking the serum. They have to actually get a proper reading. It has to be RBC magnesium. So there's no point of checking it. Hey Sean, how's it going? Marek, how are you? So I was trying to take a day off and I'm overwhelmed, finally catching up to a lot of questions. I have like 6 more questions to finish and I'll be caught up. That's why I'm starting to take Sundays off. So today is kind of hectic. How do you maintain calcium homeostasis? Vitamin K2 and magnesium. They both will actually maintain proper levels. My kidney EGFR was 98. Is that okay? That's excellent. Over 90. Perfect. Marek, I'm doing okay. Just catching up on a lot of things. Final things to finish. Hopefully, I can be up to date with everyone. To send you a message. I have a lot of questions been asked on TikTok as well. I'll have to go through them. So I should be able to finish today. Catch up. I just been busy with lots of meetings. We had a class this morning. Some of you guys missed it, unfortunately, and I've been trying to finish outside as much as possible. I had an elevated ApoB for the first time ever, feeling like anxious. Any tips? Yeah, go get some polyphenols. You'll be good. Don't worry about ApoB by itself. Technically, when you look at ApoB, you have to look at your ApoA1, and you have to do the fraction. The ratio has to be below 0.56. And I'm gonna get to your questions probably no later than tomorrow, Laughter. I got everything written down, so I'm just gonna send you an email instead of on TikTok, just because it's probably gonna get banned with some of the information I'm gonna give you. So my kidneys are strong enough to cleanse my liver, 100%. 100% they are. Here, let's go outside, guys. I just came in to make some coffee. It's been a brutal day. A lot of freaking work, and I actually went and got a haircut for the first time here. Let's go out here. So this is what I got done. I got done this side of the wall, starting to look good. Got done this side of the wall as well. Just have to finish the top. The ceiling is done. I just have to finish 2 more walls and it should be good. What's the ratio I need to look at? 0.56 or lower. So you take your ApoB and you divide it by ApoA1. If their numbers are high, then you can actually take some polyphenols. Polyphenols, about 2,000 milligrams, will actually fix the issue. When I stand up, I can't see anything. It becomes dark. I guess something is wrong with my mind. It's not your mind. Your electrolytes are way off balance. Naeeman, thank you. Thank you. N34D. I'm trying to figure out that picture. It looks familiar. Is that my little nephew? That picture looks familiar. I'm gonna sit down. I'm not too good right now. I am having funny feelings in my throat, like closing feelings, and my sugar levels are starting to dip now into the 60s, lows 57. A1C is 5.6. So are you experiencing hypoglycemia? That's one option. The other option is you got some mucus building up. Hey Duke, say hello. Okay, you don't have to come and kiss me. Get out of here. Go. He's been licking my head all day long today since I got a haircut. I've also have been sick with COVID, and they said my troponin levels was 0.03. Okay, you can take some NAC so you can increase your EPCs ASAP, Jimmy. or glutathione. You can increase your EPCs, endothelial progenitor cells. Okay, I just checked it. It's ApoB to ApoA. My ratio is 0.66 for the two. Okay, so it's not bad. It's getting close. You need to be 0.56 for optimal level. They say anywhere between 0.7 0.8 is optimal, but my optimal level for a non-sick person is 0.56. Probably. I'm speaking of mucus. I've been seeing a lot of in the stool. I've made an appointment to my GI. You can actually take NAC 2400 milligrams every 4 hours. You'll be doing amazing. You can cleanse out all that mucus. Hey, brother, how are you? Ajaz Shai. Cheers, huh? This is my 4th cup today. It's crazy. I subscribed you, Pravan. No, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much for the support as well, guys. I was the same level 2 hours later. I was having heart palpitation and went to into ER. Take some magnesium. You're probably deficient in magnesium and L-theanine. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm doing okay. Been a busy day. Busy day, actually. I still have, if you guys can see, I bought more lumber. It's all the way in the bottom, so you guys can see it. I have to go walk and get them up. That's gonna take me about an hour from all the way to the bottom, all the way up to here. Then once that's done, I'm gonna start to finish the inside walls. How do you read my name? It's not in English, brother. I can read Arabic. Ajaz Shai. Something like that. What's good blood magnesium levels? It has to be 6 milligrams per deciliter or higher. Guys, so we had our first class today in regards to cholesterol. Some people were able to get in, some people they couldn't get in for some reason, and I'm gonna compensate for them and give them another class. Next Saturday's class, I'm gonna be talking about inflammation and type 2 diabetes. If you guys want to sign up for it, it is my time, Central Time, 7 a.m. If you guys want to check, it'll reflect your zone time. If you want to sign up for it, I think it'll be very important. I think if the second and the third class goes well, then I'll start doing this every Saturday morning, or maybe I can do one, on weekdays even. Any specific polyphenols or just good mixture? I like resveratrol. I like ellagic acid and pine bark. These are my top 3. What's good? So far, I've noticed that the ellagic acid 90% or higher has actually worked the most with resveratrol and a little bit of MCT oil. Now, keep in mind, I do buy it in bulk and I do my own mixes and I do take it with food. So I would take like 1,000 milligrams meal 1 and 1,000 milligrams meal 2, or I would take 2,000 milligrams meal 2 as well. Now, to enhance the absorption, you can always add ginger, you can add cayenne, you still need some type of fat with it, no matter what. What's good? Blood magnesium levels, we've answered that. The screen seems a little bit dark. I had a buzz feeling in my mind in the midsection of my head. What do you think? A buzz feeling? What do you mean like a buzz feeling? Can I take something for mitral valve prolapses? We'll have to kind of dig a little bit more into the blood work just so I can tell you exactly what you can take. I need to schedule a meeting with you. I got my 30-page of labs. Wow. Yeah, send me the labs. Let me analyze it ahead of time. And we can definitely discuss it in the meeting. Are you Israeli? No, I'm not. Guys, there's a lot of comments that are being blocked. Maybe you might have to reword your question differently. Let's sit this way so you guys can see the view behind me. And some people were saying it's a green screen. It's not a green screen. Enlarged heart, what can help? You can actually do the heart arrhythmia or download the ebook and it'll teach you how to actually enhance, because enlarged heart or rigid heart arteries That is usually fixable. It depends if you catch it in time. Um, Check your lips. Please explain. I hate getting older. Everything starts to break. There's no such thing as old age. We're just a number. All we gotta do is just make sure our telomeres are working good, our magnesium is sufficient enough, and everything else will be good. Age is just a number, numbers to remind us how old we are. That's all it is. Where is Duke? Duke is inside. Here, let me see. And feed the wrong. So there, I don't know if you guys can see Duke. He's right inside. You guys see him? He's hidden right inside. I don't know. I can't zoom in that good. That's where Duke is. It's too hot for him. Electric feeling in my midsection of my head. What do you? Oh, that's usually a symptom with magnesium issue. My ferritin was 5. Need more meat with vitamin C. Yes, yes, yes. Cook your skillet. Cook your steak in an iron skillet and take vitamin C so you can enhance your ferritin levels. What is good to remove acid, mucus, and calcifications? You're asking multiple questions, but for mucus is NaC. Acid, you don't want to remove acid. You need acidity to actually absorb foods correctly. Calcification, it's a hit and miss. It depends what kind of calcifications we're talking about. Hi, brother. How are you? Hey, John. How's it going? Is MCT oil powder okay for my morning coffee, or should it be liquid? Powder is not bad. It just has gone into so many processes to become powder, right? Because originally it's liquidy. I'm going to start carnivore, type 2 diabetes. I was told too much protein can turn into sugar. It is correct, but it's incorrect. In a way, it is correct. It goes into a glycogenesis, but it doesn't really conflict with your blood sugar. Don't worry about that. If you really want to know about it more, you guys sign up for my type 2 diabetes and inflammation for this upcoming Saturday. I'll go into specifics if you want. My partner has elevated lipoprotein A. That's primarily genetic, right? It is genetic, yes, only if it's like over the amount of 100 or so. But you can actually control that with some niacin. It's okay if you have that genetic, as long as your other inflammatory factors are low. You should be fine. Look who decided to join us. I'll try to keep looking at the questions. You're full of mud. Look at this, Duke. I was playing in the freaking pond while I was digging. I've had enlarged heart a couple of years. I cured high blood pressure. Following your protocol, I forgot to mention MVP2. What do you think of Ozempic? It's okay, it's just you gotta be careful. It does actually play an issue with your kidneys. It does actually lower your kidney levels, so you just have to be careful. Looks like a beautiful day in paradise. Hey Duke, hey JD, how are ya? Duke is full of mud. He's been playing in the mud while I was actually digging. How old is Duke? He's 2 years and 2 months, roughly. How do I sign up to learn more about carnivore diabetes? Well, this Saturday is going to be strictly on type 2 diabetic, but I can actually talk about carnivore as well too. So I have the link in my profile bio if you want to sign up for it. And when would be the best time to book a call? Anytime, just check out my schedule. I know I've been starting to take Sundays off, but anywhere from Monday to Saturday, you can book anytime you want. Ringworm, you can actually do black walnut, works really good with MCT oil. Stiff joint knees is your food. Is 2,000 calories too much for a female walking 10 kg? No, don't forget calories in, calories out. It depends on the diet you're on. Do you think type 2 diabetes is up so much in America because of the seed oils and processed food? 99% yes. So all the processing that us greedy men we've been trying to make money off and get everyone else sick. Okay, would a 30-minute be okay to figure out what test to take and then 1 hour to follow up call? 100%, Jimmy. 100%, yes. Should be plenty enough. What do you do for living? Guys, what do I do for a living? I'm a clinical nutritionist. That's what I do for a living. See, my veins didn't bulge out like yours in your arm. Doctors can barely get anything out now when I go to give blood. Vasodilate your arteries, you'll be good. What do you think about the blood type diet? It's bullshit. It doesn't work. Any thoughts on how to help folliculitis? I assume it means too much yeast in the body. That's one of the factor. There's too much yeast in the body, yes. The other factor, sometimes mucus, not enough acidity in the body. It's all related to the gut. Duke. Duke. Hey. Thoughts on SBI Protect powder for trying to heal gut? SBI, what do you mean? Hey. Hey. Where's your ball? Puppy, he's a big puppy. He's a 100-pound puppy. He can take me down easily. Duke, come here. Come say hello to everyone. Duke. Duke. He doesn't want to listen to me. He's too hot. He wants to play in the water. And I can't let him play in the water. He made a mess. That's my drinking water. Too bad you didn't build a real relationship when he was eating you. Huh? What's the weather like there? Here it's 100 degrees. Wow, it's about, I think today was about 18 or 19 degrees. There's no sun. It's cloudy. I have a new tear duct from the bread and sucker all over my face. It's a digestive enzyme I think doctor recommends. I'll have to look at the ingredients. I'm not familiar with it unless I look at the ingredients to see if there's anything synthetic in it or not. I'm in BC, guys. Husband has what looks like a ringworm on his hand and it's granuloma and emulator. What can help it? I'll have to look into that in regards to ringworms and kind of give you a little bit more information in regards to that. I don't have much info on it. How many days a week do you exercise, Maurice? About probably every day, 6 days, sometimes 7. That all depends on sometimes on the day when I wake up in the morning, whether I feel recovered or not. If I feel not recovered, usually I don't work out, but most of the time I'm quite recovered. So I tend to actually train quite a bit. If I'm not training, I'm actually, building or finishing the house. So that kind of puts me in a lot of back and forth. So eating 2 pounds of meat a day, eating 8, 9, 10 eggs a day, sometimes doing a carb load every Saturday night as well does help quite a bit. That's the only way I can stay, and I stay in very low body fat. What do you do for training exercise? Mostly a lot of resistant bands right now, but heavy resistant bands. And I do a lot of pull-ups as well. I have the pull-up machine there on the tree behind me. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. That's my pull-up machine on the tree. I have some of the NAC powder from iHerb. What dose should I take to fix the tryptophan level? It is gonna help with the EPC, so you gotta take about 1200 milligrams every 3 or 4 hours, Jimmy. Vasodilate the arteries, so would my arteries be too small? I mean the veins. Yeah, they could be. It's not too small. They're just contracted and not enough relaxation. How do you stand the winters there? I haven't tried the winters here yet, so we will soon. Nikolai, I'm having a hard time following your questions. They're just you're just putting stuff all over the place. You had heart attack or angel last year heart attack. That was back in 2000, almost about 10 years ago. Weightlifting and stent, yeah, it should be no problem. It should never conflict. Winters are fine there, snow, but generally not too cold. That's what I heard. And I think JD is gonna come and visit me this winter if I stay. I might have to kind of go down to the city in a month of December to see the family. If I end up going there, I might maybe stay there 2 months and come back. So we'll see how it goes. There's just a lot of snow, but it's not going to be as cold. Probably it's not going to be cold as the city. The city last year ended up hitting like minus 35 degrees for like almost a week straight. Duke was even having a hard time going outside and pooping. Do you get into health after you had your heart attack? That's what kind of got me into it even more after the heart attack that happened 10 years ago. Before that, I was, following the traditional, what we've been taught in schools and stuff, and what I've learned as a nutritionist and stuff. And after that, it just took things to the further steps than what we've learned, because what we've learned, 90% of it is pretty much is incorrect, and unfortunately there's still a lot of people, a lot of nutritionists, even dietitians, they follow that lifestyle. Magnesium taurate and coenzyme Q10 for heart for the valve enlargement. Magnesium on its own, taurine on its own, coenzyme Q10 on its own, but as a high combination, yes, as a stack. Do you still see cardiologists for checkup sometimes? I haven't been to a cardiologist for 5 years. When is the family coming? They're coming this week. They're coming this week for about 10 days. Then they'll come. Then Eli will probably, with the family, he'll come probably the first week of August. It hasn't confirmed yet, but family's coming next week for about 10 days, and they're gonna go back, and probably my other brother with the kids will come probably end of August. End of July, first week of August. Do you have any tips to deal with health anxiety? Yes, take L-theanine. I've been nervous mess since my dad's heart attack. Take L-theanine. Some people do really well on ashwagandha. I don't like it much. Take L-theanine. Bacoba is good. Rhodiola, Rosia is good. A lot of this stuff would actually help reduce the stress, get you out of the fight or flight stimulation. What exercise should I do with a heart stent at 32? Any exercise you can do. The stent is not going to conflict. Low magnesium, what supplement do you recommend? Amber, I have the link in my profile bio for the magnesium I use. It's highly bioavailable. Hello, best way to detox. Nicole, what are you talking about 2 hours? Can you please be a little bit more specific in your questions? Best way to detox. It depends on the detox you're looking to do. Best to actually detox your kidneys before you do anything else. I'm type 2 diabetes. Which magnesium can I use? Magnesium ionic chloride. That's the only type you need to use. Liver detox. You should never do a liver detox before you do a kidney detox first. And I have a liver detox protocol for free. You can download the PDF format from my website. Ingredients: serum derived bovine immunoglobulin G, IgG. Not sure if that makes a difference. So they're using like almost like a bovine product in it. It doesn't really tell us how much, whether they're using any other enzymes in it. You're probably right about having a hard time contracting, because my blood magnesium level was 1.7, and that is pretty low, and we're looking for 6 milligrams or higher. So you're getting a lot of contraction from calcium, but not enough relaxation. My girlfriend gets bloated very easily and stomach pain. What could we do? It's a diet, it's a lifestyle. Sometimes they tend to intake too much fiber. Sometimes the intestine is not working. Sometimes the enzymes are not working from the pancreas. So it could be very many things. Taurine is taurate, so I'll take ionic chloride, then add taurine separately. 100%. There you go. You got it. Make sure it's about 3,000 milligrams. 3,000 milligrams of taurine with the magnesium. H62, what's a good magnesium? Magnesium ionic chloride. Taking NEC for the first time? Yeah, you can definitely do that. That is going to help get rid of the mucus and detoxify your body. What magnesium should I take for progressive multiple It's still the same, magnesium ionic chloride, just because it has the highest level of elemental for the body to actually absorb. Anything else you add, such as borax or phosphorus or bone broth, all that stuff is going to actually help quite a bit with the bone density, for example. How long does magnesium stay in the blood? It is short, or multiple doses in a day is best. It is very, very short. It's less than 4 hour half-life, so you have to take it every technically 3 to 4 hours to actually keep your body saturated correctly. And the body can only absorb such a small amount of magnesium. If you end up taking too much, that's why we end up getting soft stool effects. So you got to take roughly about 200 milligrams every 4 hours, so this way you can actually saturate correctly without causing any soft stool effect. Because the moment you cause a soft stool effect, you actually flush out most of your minerals and magnesium as well. So it is very, very short. And the best way to increase the magnesium absorption is taurine and apple cider vinegar, because you need the proper pH levels in your small intestine. Because I'm only going to stay here for an hour, just have a few things to do. So we got another 30 minutes to go. What's the weather over there? 102 here in Phoenix. It's about 18, 19 degrees today. Cloudy. There's no sun. Is chlorophyll good for doing heavy metal detox? It is, yes. Works not bad. Hey Jay, how are you? Doing all right? Thanks for asking. Guys, I'm gonna have another class next Saturday. So if you guys want to sign up for it, for type 2 diabetes, if that subject interests you, if you want me to add something to it, we could. It'll be a 1 hour session with the Q&A at the end. Kidney detox. Yeah, you can do milk thistle, you can do dandelion, you can do NAC, you can do glutathione, all that stuff helps. Does anything bind cholesterol from the liver? Shark oil? Shark oil does work, but you gotta take about 8 grams per load. And the problem is, if this is your first time doing it, it could cause slight constipation. I wonder why they told me I'm borderline hypokalemia. They said the range 3.5 to 5. I was in 3.3. Yeah, just how else you want to get some medication into your body? Is this a green screen? Yeah, it is a green screen. I get that question asked lots. Does it look a green screen, or does it look real to you guys? More the magnesium ionic chloride for how many days, and then how many after? Take it daily. You take it daily until your body starts to saturate. Once your body saturates, you can actually start to reverse at least a dose or two. Is there a link to sign up for the diabetes course? Yes, if you go to my website, and where the list of everything is all the way in the bottom. Are the blood serum levels even that accurate? I would imagine intercellular tests are best. You have to get the intercellular especially for specific minerals. The regular blood test is not going to work, especially if you're doing, let's say, magnesium, potassium. They have to be in the RBC form. The regular blood work is not going to actually work for you. Looks real. You got me. It is real, guys. You guys think that this is fake? Here, let me turn around. I do live in BC. That's beautiful mountains we have. So I don't know how you guys can see. Okay, I'll switch the camera, so the front camera. I get a lot of people. So there you go. Let me switch the camera so you guys can see. It is real. There's my little truck. There's my other trailer. There's the trees. There's a mountain, and there was some snow on top of the mountain. It's all gone. When is the next class? I missed today's class. It's gonna be next Saturday. So this is all real, guys. There's my little container my little garage. There's my little Myro saw there. There's everything. JD knows. JD used to live beside me. It's real. I lived next door until last summer. See, there you go. JD was my neighbor. He lived here beside me till he left. He left me alone. So where's the dog? Duke, where are you? Duke! He's going after the birds. There he is. There's big boy. Hey. People are asking about you. They didn't believe that mountain is real. Was he better neighbor than Karen? Oh, 100%. 100% way better. 100% way better. How's Grumpy next door? I haven't seen her for a while. She does her own things. I'll do my own thing. I don't know if she's been around or not. Are you in Alaska, handsome boy? Recommended my companies for intercellular mineral testing. I can order myself. You should be able to. You should be able to order it yourself 100%. And they should not really conflict. The Karen. I don't know also to give her for a name, JD. I think that suits her best. Okay. I know you like my hair. Yeah, the Karens are found everywhere. What can we do? How long can I take B6 by P for current taking 100 milligrams? You can actually do it for at least 45 days and go off a bit. A vegan Karen in the mountain, yeah, and she loves feeding bears. I think one of the bears are gonna actually probably get to her one day. What time next Saturday? So I'm having it 7 a.m. Central Time, but I'm not sure what zone you're in. But if you go on the link, I'll reflect your zone time. The Karen bought my property. I feel bad. Maurice deserves better. JD, how about you come back? Duke. Eastern zone, so 8 or 9. They're probably about Eastern zone. I think there's like 3 hour difference probably. So if it's 7 a.m., it's gonna be probably like 9. I think maybe like 10 a.m. your time. There's Duke. He doesn't leave my room. He's always beside me the whole time. 10 o'clock. Oh, perfect. So the next Saturday class that I'm doing is gonna be in Zoom. It's gonna be still be video like today. Today we were expecting about 22 people and only about 6 showed up or 7. A lot of them could not access the link for some reason, and a lot of them forgot. So whoever forgot, I sent them a message. So this way we can. I'm gonna honor it and move it over to the next Saturday class. So if you guys wanna do it, Karen won't be there. No, she won't be there. Trust me. And maybe we'll do I'd love to do the call outside, but I need the computer so I can run it. Day 2 of carnivore, feeling great, drinking lots of water. Awesome, JD. Keep at it. Let me know how it goes. Keep me updated on an ongoing basis. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. You're gonna love it. I just had beef tongue yesterday. I'll send you guys a little video clip. Does Duke ever catch any animals? He's been trying to kind of go after birds like crazy, and he catches a lot of freaking mice. I don't know how. It brings me like at least 1 or 2 every other day, and he puts them by the chair, by his little couch there. It's kind of crazy. Oh, the tongue was incredible. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. He's pretty quick. Why is it bad? It's not whether it's bad, because sometimes if you take the vitamin B6 for too long of a period, you can actually deplete your other vitamin complex, because vitamin B complex technically works as a family. So if you are gonna take B6 and you really don't want to sell off, you can take vitamin B complex alongside with it. What do you think of taking prednisone long term? I wouldn't take it for a very long time. You don't need it. And if you're trying to fix any hormonal issues, definitely let's look at the hormonal issues. Most of it is a cholesterol deficiency. Moringa powder, lots of hype about it. Is it good? I think it's garbage. Sorry to say that. I don't know. There's a lot of hype about certain things that I've tested and never really worked. Right now, I'm currently testing the turmeric that comes from UK, and it's been incredible. I'm very, very impressed with the quality. I'm very impressed with the anti-inflammation capacity of it. It's been working out really, really good. I'm very impressed. I take B-complex with extra riboflavin. Seems to work better than anything for energy for me. Oh, 100%. 100%. That's the best way to do it. Same with the Shilajit. Shilajit actually works not bad if you can get your hands on the original form. So it's like thick, sticky, like honey material. That's how it should be. That's how it should come. If it doesn't come in that raw form, I would never buy any and use it. See, look, he's trying to hunt a bee right now. Look at him. He just sits there and he waits. And he waits. Wild yam is good for hormonal, for women hormonal, to actually balance it. You can definitely do that. He just sits and wait, and he'll jump on it. Trace minerals, how low sodium, mega mag. Okay, no, mega mag is not good. It has to be the ionic chloride, the one I mentioned. That's much higher absorbable levels. I looked up magnesium ionic, but it doesn't say chloride on the bottle. It should say magnesium ionic, or would say trace minerals, but it's all in the ionic chloride form. That's like the most natural form you're gonna get. How about ginkgo biloba for blood, for flow, for oxygen? Works not bad. Very, very slow for it to work in the system. There's way better, more enhanced products than ginkgo biloba. Is your magnesium ionic liquid? It is liquid, yes. It is liquid. I usually put anywhere between 40 to 80 drops per cup. Tastes very like salty, sea salt. And I do that about 4, 5 times a day. If I drink like 5 cups of coffee like I did today, I would maybe take 6. What brand is Chilajit? Chilajit, you have to get it directly from Pakistan. If you're not going to be able to get it directly from Pakistan, don't bother buying any. It has to be in a raw form. If you're buying like your store-bought bullshit processed ones, you're just wasting your time and money. Unless you see a certificate of analysis, that means nothing been added to it. How do nattokinase and lumbrokinase compare? I haven't done a comparison, but I did a lot of studies on a nattokinase. The only thing is I don't like it. It's just some people have noticed that the estrogen levels tend to go up, but I think lumbrokinase is going to be much more effective. It's just there isn't much scientific literature on it. I haven't really had a chance to test it out, but I've tested the nattokinase at a high dose. Why uses magnesium gummies? Blood pressure is much better. Wife uses magnesium gummies, 130 over 80. Nitric oxide good also. What's better than ginkgo biloba for blood? For blood stimulator, you have cayenne and L-theanine. So have more trace minerals if you drink more coffee. I drink a lot of, yes, 100%, because you're constantly flushing it out. Lumbrokinase from earthworm, right? Yes, it is. It is, yes. Compared to nattokinase being coming from natto, which contains a lot of soy. Well, it's derived from soy, sorry. But yeah, lumbrokinase would be much higher effect at a better level. It's just, I've tried serapeptase, very high dose, almost finishing a bottle every 3 days. Didn't really feel a difference either. Do you have to cycle Alcar as well when I cycle the B6? You don't have to, no. Acetyl L-carnitine, you don't have to cycle it. Duke, what are you watching? What are your thoughts on L-arginine? I think it's helping my blood pressure. It does help blood pressure, but at the same time, it's going to cause oxidative stress. What it does help induced nitric oxide, not eNOS. It does help with iNOS, induce instead of endothelial nitric oxide. Can I watch this live later tonight? Yeah, 100%. If you go to my YouTube's channel, you can actually watch the latest live recording, because everything is being recorded on YouTube right now. Duke, what are you doing? Come up here. What's good for high blood pressure? I did an ebook on high blood pressure for certain supplements to be utilized with a specific protocol. If you want to download it, go for it. Saw my cardiologist on Friday. He didn't believe the supplement I was taking reversed my blood pressure. They'll never believe anything. Duke seen any his wolf relatives up there? Not yet. Nothing. No wolves, no coyotes this year so far, which is nice. We've heard one a couple days ago, down further up that way, but we haven't seen any. We've only seen what do you call it? Deers mostly, more than anything. And then we have a little baby deer that I took a picture of. I don't know if you guys seen it. Is research showing that blood sugar are more of a factor in plaque rather than cholesterol? Inflammation is yes, and usually blood sugar does cause the inflammation. Cholesterol is irrelevant. It's more of the inflammation or the blood sugar showing up. Now they're starting to actually do a better clear on it, but you know, doctors are like a little bit behind on some of the studies. Does magnesium althreonate need to be cycled or taken with anything else? So the only time you want to cycle stuff out, Pearl, only if there's any type of stimulant in the product. If there's no stimulant, you don't need to cycle it. Or if a specific vitamin that's actually derived from a family of vitamins, just you don't deplete the others. But other than that, you don't need to cycle it. And magnesium althreonate is good, especially if you're taking it with coffee or you're taking it as a liposomal. Works really good. And you just reminded me I need to take mine. He told me it was the blood pressure meds lowering it. I told him I haven't taken them for a month. He was shocked. Yeah, it's funny whenever you have high blood pressure, you are not high blood pressure medication deficient. You are not, beta blockers or all of that stuff deficient. All it is, once you fix your trace mineral deficiency, you're good to go. What is Duke eating? I saw him get something. That was his bone. He actually hides it. He hides the bone in the ground. That's the bone I gave him this morning. And he hides it so you can have it later on. NAC, can you only take it so long? No, you can take it daily if you want. You can take NAC daily, or you can take at a high dose like I do for a couple of days and relax after that. So it should be fine. It's amazing that doctors are so shocked when people heal issues without their meds. It's funny. They are shocked because they're clueless about it. It's like they don't believe that you can heal yourself from food. Like it's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. And you either eat to fear a disease or you eat to heal one. And it's that simple. If you eat specific food, you're gonna gain weight. You're gonna put inflammation on. If you eat other specific food, you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna come off from any inflammation issues. So it's that simple. There's no such thing as you being, Ozempic deficient or metformin or statins or blood pressure meds. There's no such thing as the body being deficient in these chemicals. Yeah, they only teach like 18 hours for doctors. That's it. Good day, sir. Loved your mayonnaise recipe, by the way. Oh, you tried it? Awesome. That's awesome. That's good to hear. I'm gonna be making some tonight again. Is bread bring inflammation? Well, the thing is with bread, first of all, the grains are a heavy sprayed crop. Like back in the day when people used to eat the grains and stuff, yes, they used to be fine. There's no inflammation in them. But now they are a heavy sprayed crop. Same with cayenne, is a heavy sprayed crop. So you guys have to kind of be careful what you consume. And that's why they end up causing a lot of issues. Statins are the only one of the biggest scams in modern medicine. Yeah, they all started back in 1980s and they're driving numbers like crazy. And today's educational video that I did, the class, the numbers changed from in the upper 240 milligrams per deciliter from 1980 all the way to 2000, down to almost less than 100, down to less than 80 even. Yeah, the bread in the US is 100% basically glyphosate with a side of wheat. True to that. Maurice, I'm having a few days of all my supplements, then continue few days off of all my supplements, then continue as normal. How many days shall I do? Normally have the ribose ubiquinol stack. You can do like 24, 36 hours, should be fine. Eat your food as your medicine. Otherwise, you have to eat your medicine as your food. 100%, I agree with that. And thanks so much for saying that. Good to see you on here. 100%. 100%. At this point, I don't even trust things they say non-GMO and organic are what they say. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is fake. There's a lot of ingredients, and now I was looking at something by Appeal even. It says on it other ingredients, and they're not even listing what the other ingredients are like. Maurice, you look very happy today. It's good to see. I think it's a haircut. It's a haircut that I did. Actually, took some stress off my head. My hair was growing like crazy, and it was tough to do it myself. I couldn't get it done. So finally got and saw the lady, and she got it done for me. Tell them to research Ansel Keys and John Lutkin. Oh, 100%, 100%. The stars of fats. If you look at some things labeled organic, they just have organic seed oils. Oh, I know, it's insane. And people fall for that. You know, they say organic, okay, everything's organic in there, so it's good to go. It's good to eat. And they forget about all the heavily processed. Why are eggs not recommended for autoimmune? Is it necessary? It's the egg white that you're not going to be able to actually absorb and digest correctly. Maurice, have you done all your jobs off grid? So I finished this side of the wall, if you guys can see it. It looks good, actually. It's funny, out of the whole stack, I got one piece that is actually fur. So you can see the color is different. It's crazy. I wish I can get them all that, but they can't get them here into the area I'm in. I have to drive like freaking 6 hours to pick them up. And this side here, I only got one like half brown, which is fine. The ceiling, I end up having one. It's funny. In every bunch, I get like one mixed. I go by number of ingredients now. It needs to be 5 or less, and even that's pushing it. 3 is better. 100%. The less ingredients, the better. Duke sounds like a little steam engine panting. Oh, he is. It's been very, very hot. He was actually in the water for 2.5 hours playing today. So it's been insane. Maurice, can you show a tour of what room you chill in when you want to relax? Oh, okay. Sounds good. So here, let's start from the entrance, guys. I know everything is still a mess, but I don't have a specific room yet because I'd like to finish the tiny house. So, but I'm gonna show you guys. Let's do like a little quick tour. So there's the deck. The deck is done. I just bought 5 more pieces so I can finish it. There's the main entrance. So it has 3 sections of glass. I'm trying to put some lights on the top as well. So as soon as you walk into the tiny house, this is going to be my designated seating area up here once I put the wood stove, because the wood stove is going to be in that corner. And there's my little 4x4 window. And there's another section of 2 large windows. So looking at it from this side here, so there's the 3 section. The only reason I put that section there is because there's my beautiful view. So I can set out, and that's going to be my favorite spot, guys. That's going to be my favorite spot. So we have a deck in the front. I'm actually going to do a deck on this side as well. That one is going to be a big deck. It's going to be like 30 feet by 20 feet. I don't know if I can finish it this year or not, but I'm going to try. So this is the window of the travel trailer. So I'm going to actually be framing all around it because that's actually attached to the house now. And this door as well for the trailer is going to come off. Once I install the wood stove, that door is going to be removed. And it's going to be all insulated as well with a nice little curve and all that stuff. Now, let's go inside the little tiny house. There's a little bed. That's where me and Duke, we sleep. And I got the red light. We got green lights going. Then we turn around here. And look and this is what I did 2 years ago. I actually see, this is where my computer is. I have to fix it. I pulled everything apart from here, and I actually did it all in fur, tongue and groove in fur. I wanted to do the whole thing, but I couldn't get to it, so I actually had to do half. So there's my half. So right now, this view is kind of ugly, but it's gonna actually change. It's all gonna be nice and green. There's that window. We're gonna open up the tiny house. There's my computer station. This is where I work. There's my gas heater that I installed last year. So I end up staying here most of the time. This is where I actually record. I built this last week because I needed a little pantry. I still have to do some doors to it. So I have some things all over the place. I know there's my little kitchen set. There's my like coffee machine, espresso. There's the meat that we're gonna be consuming today, me and Duke. Outside, there's my coffee cup. There's more cups. There's my knives. And of course, where's Duke? There he is. He's already here on top of the bed. I'm having a hard time opening that window there because he actually ripped the screen. So I can't really open it up anymore. But there's a little place. There's my little place. And that's where I spend most of the time there. Eventually, this stuff here, I'm gonna actually remove this, and it's gonna be all probably tongue and groove, the same as the corner there that I made it. And that's it. That's the whole space. It's nice and small. It's not that much. I'm enjoying it. I kind of like the having this wall here because actually it's looking really nice and it gives it that kind of unique look. Of course, I have to just finish the ceiling, as you guys can see, but the edges and stuff, that's all gonna be done. So we're getting there. And the flooring, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with the flooring. Of course, I'll have to do something that is doesn't get damaged from coming in and out because Duke is gonna be probably scratching it. So I need something that is anti-scratch. And there he goes again. Are you going to move there full time? Yes, I am gonna be moving here full time. That's the plan. So this year, after my family comes and visit, they're gonna probably stay in a big trailer that I have. Once they leave, I'm actually gonna sell that big trailer, and if I can make some money from it, I might maybe do like what do you call it, like a fund me thing, and maybe build like a small retreat, like a 1 bedroom bathroom retreat, and it's probably the retreat is gonna be set up there in the corner between the trees. So this way, anybody wants to come out, anybody that puts an investment into it, I'll give you guys like a whole week to spend. So I'll be good. So all this wood here is gonna be gone. This is all the leftover stuff. Some of it is gonna be recycled. Some of it is gonna be probably burnt. And as you can see, there's the excavator. I still have it because I'm flattening that section there. Since I have it, I'm gonna utilize it and flatten the section because I'm gonna put another greenhouse in that corner. So there's a lot of stuff to finish, but I'm getting there. I just, the more nice weather I have, the more I can get things. And the only reason I like that corner there, because there's actually a creek flowing. So if I have anything as a retreat on that section, like a small tiny place as a retreat, I think it'll be great because there's like water running. It'll be like a nice and flat section to sit and relax. So that's the plan. I'd love to go what is considered a stimulant, so how I know when to cycle. So stimulants, anything that stimulates your organs, anything that stimulates your heart, all that stuff is considered as stimulant. Like caffeine is a stimulant, ashwagandha is a stimulant, stuff like that. I see that in a lot of supplements, which other ingredients, lol too, how could it be ketchup, mustard, and hot sauces, all of them. Yeah, they're all kind of, it's not in the States, I'm in Canada, guys. So this is what I start digging all the way from the bottom, about 3 feet to drop, all the way from here. So this whole section is gonna be covered. There's a travel trailer attached to the house, but it's all gonna be covered internally. So I did dig underground here with the excavator. I came up all the way to here, this section. Then from here I went up, and I see that 1,000 liter, half of it is in the ground. I did put the pipe, it's a drinking pipe water. I put it under, and to that tank, technically we're gonna have fresh spring water coming from the mountain to actually fill it up. And this way I have a small motor inside the trailer that will actually suck up the water in, so I can get proper volume and pressure, hopefully. And all the excess dirt, I'm trying to actually push it over here so I can flatten that section. This is a temporary fencing. So this is how it is. If you guys have a dog, you obviously care for them, right? And oops, what happened? So the way I look at things. Okay. So the way I look at things, if you have a dog, of course you want to take care of them and look after them. Because I see a lot of people on TikTok, they all have their own pets. They sometimes let them out loose, whether in the crown land or other places. And sometimes they get caught either by other animals and they get hurt, or sometimes neighbors or farmers have stock and there want dogs around, they end up shooting them. And you guys probably heard about, one is called Nelly. I was following this guy. He lives off the grid. His dog went over to his neighbor and she was missing for like 3-4 days. And the neighbor, he's a farmer, because the dog came close to their stock and stuff, he ended up shooting it, which is, that's not a really Nice way of doing it. So me, I don't want Duke to get in trouble. So I went and invested a lot of money in this temporary fencing. I don't care about myself, about, bears and coyotes coming here is fine. But it's all about, Duke, because once he ran to the crown land when JD was around, took me almost like 45 minutes to an hour to find them. And I'm sure when you guys have your own pet, you don't want them to be loose somewhere and they get caught by neighbors or by Karens and they end up hurting the dog, right? You're gonna feel bad. Think of it as being your own baby, your own kid. So that's the way I looked at it. So I did invest a lot of money in these temporary fencing, and I'm just gonna flatten the land around them so I can keep maybe some of these temporary fencing, so it kind of prevents Duke from going out there and actually hurting himself. So it is what it is, but it's a decision you have to make. Can I ask why take caffeine with L-threonate for cognition? So caffeine becomes a driver for the L-threonate to actually hit your mood instantly, give you that cognition edge, that feedback. Now, you guys probably see when I do lots of lives, I get anywhere between 100, sometimes 200 questions. And so keep in mind, my mind will be running at 100 miles an hour trying to actually respond to every single question as efficient as I could and to kind of give as much details as I could. And if I'm not able to answer it, I'm gonna say, send me a direct message. I can give you more information on it, or possibly if I don't know the answer, I just don't know the answer. So whenever you're taking caffeine with MCT or Bacopa or L-threonate, it puts you into that positive mentality. It puts you into that positive thinking. So yes, you either have the answer or you don't. There's nothing to be afraid of. If you don't know the answer, just say you don't know the answer. So you have to actually, it keeps you in that free zone. Some people would actually, if they get asked a question, they feel afraid, they want to answer, and sometimes they answer and it becomes bullshit. So I don't like bullshit. Do you filter the water or just straight from the spring? Sometimes I drink it straight from the spring. Sometimes I do filter it. As you can see, I have a small filtration inside. It's a stainless steel. I'm not in the state. I'm in Canada, guys, in BC. Is beef tallow good or ghee? I like both of them. I like the beef tallow. It's not as it's not as heavily processed as the as ghee. Ghee's still not heavily processed because all it is, they take the heavy whipping cream, turn it into butter, then you can actually reheat the butter at a small temperature. This way the dairy drops and the protein flows and you actually collect the center, and that's how you get the pure ghee as well. They're both good. I tend to get ghee and actually mix it with coffee once in a while if I want a little bit extra fat. So yeah, they're both good. They just have different flavor profile. I think the ghee has more of a nutty flavor, while the beef tallow does not have that much of a strong flavor, especially if you're cooking eggs or steak or anything like that as well. And does have a very good high temperature, smoke temperature, which is excellent to use. And it's not gonna oxidize like butter. Butter tends to oxidize because of the dairy, so it's better if you actually get clarified butter, or it's called ghee. Being diabetic on 2 insulin pens plus metformin, what is my purpose to be diabetic free? Why don't you join the class this upcoming Saturday? I'll be talking about diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and how you can reverse it. Why don't you join the class coming up this next Saturday? Okay, is the winter going to be harsh? The winter is not harsh from what I heard from my previous neighbor. We do get a lot of snow. We do get a lot of snow, anywhere between 4 feet to 7 feet of snow possibly, but it doesn't get as cold as the city. Now keep in mind, the city that I live in, it does get like to minus 35 degrees. Here I think maximum it gets to like minus 15, probably minus maybe 20. Is eating pizza for carb load okay? Yes, it is good. I'm having a carb load tonight. I wish it was pizza, but I don't have access to pizza. And I went to town to buy something to actually enjoy cooling, didn't even buy anything. I might maybe have to go back and buy something. Place looks great. Through thoughts on red rice for lowering LDL. It's working on lowering my numbers. Yes, it does work not bad. Just make sure it's free of citrin. Citrin is a mold toxin that can actually affect your kidneys. As long as it's a clean form, then yeah, definitely you can use it. You can definitely use it. Why, when we remove coffee from diet, do we need even more magnesium than normal? Normal amounts does not do it like normal does. Well, you do, because what happened is you go through like a slight withdrawal from the caffeine. So what happened is in that process, it actually withdraw more liquid, more minerals, more magnesium. So you do need it. You do need more magnesium. And keep in mind, in the presence of caffeine, your intestines don't absorb magnesium for almost, from when I looked into it, anywhere between 2 to 4 hours. So that's why whenever you drink your coffee, you never really have magnesium around the 2 to 4 hour period. Is pizza healthy carbs? It's not a healthy carb. It's just what I mean by carb load. Carb load is mostly just so you can actually increase your glucose levels. I'm not saying whether it's healthy or not. Healthy being would be more um, like sourdough or anything like that. Duke wants to go outside to the water. Let's put him outside in the water. He wants to play. Give me a second, guys. He wants to go in the water and play. Hold on, guys. Let me set the phone up here for a minute. He's been crying, wants to go in the water, cool down. Okay, Duke, no problem. And after that, we can start working again, okay? Wait. Wait. Okay, go. And you're stuck. Come back here. Come here. Come back. No, you're stuck. Duke, come here. Come. Okay, wait. Hold on. No, wait. Wait, please. Wait. Hey, Ontario, how are you? Ontario, Canada. Hello, I have a really hard time with chocolate. Then don't eat chocolate. Chocolate are usually full of oxalates. It must be hot where you are. It is hot today, actually, finally. It is roughly about 20 degrees, give or take. So it's not bad. Here, let's look at the greenhouse. See what we got here. Finally, some stuff are growing, but most of my cucumbers are dead for some reason. I think there was a rabbit or something keeps coming in and trying to eat them. But so I'm growing again some more cucumbers because it's been brutal with the weather. Finally, this last week has been good. So there's my little greenhouse. We're doing some testing. So we got all these are like the only reason I do potatoes, not for me, is for the family when they come. So we got potatoes here that are actually organic sweet potatoes. We got more onions. These are arugula. We got oregano. These are actually they're wild oregano. I just picked them from the bottom. I got carrots for Duke. We got these artichoke, Jerusalem artichoke. They were sent to me from the US as a gift to actually try them out, and they're actually grown really nicely. And I got some more here as well. These guys, we got more arugula. These are oregano. We got cabbage, more onions. We got some watermelon growing. We got some zucchinis, but the flowers are dying because there's no bees this year. And more onions. We got more cucumbers. It's funny, I went from 69 plants of cucumbers down to like only 10. Can you grow any time of the year if it's in a greenhouse? It'll be tough due to the weather. So as you can see, a lot of my cucumbers are not growing very good. They actually were dying just because of the weather was not doing so good. But these are wild oregano. Actually, they're grown. I picked them from the bottom of the hill, and I actually planted them up here because I do use the oregano quite a bit for antibacterial, which is really, really good. I'm excited to actually see how these turns out, because this is supposed to be like a Jerusalem artichoke, which is supposed to be really nice. Nice resistant starch as a carb load to do, which will be perfect. Jerusalem artichoke are delicious. I roasted them with butter, garlic, cream, and thyme. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I never had them before. It was actually sent to me from the US. He gave me about 12 seeds. He's like, give them a shot, try them out, let me know what you think. And most of them they took about 11 days before they sprouted. And they actually grown very fast, which is, I'm very impressed. So I got 4, 8, 9, we got 10, 11, 12. They all actually came out. All came out, which is perfect. So definitely, and this is just an old shed, so that I actually bought that material from Amazon. It was like, what was it? I think 20 feet by 30 feet, and I put it together, and I just put the doors back on because the doors were still in good shape. So it's pretty good. Where is your location? I'm in BC. And of course, I did kind of cover the whole bottom, just so it kind of seals it a bit, so kind of keep it nice and warm. But I'm trying to actually flatten this section here. This is the section I'm trying to flatten, so we'll see how that turns out to be. And there's Duke up on top. There's a pond where Duke is, and he's actually playing right now. I don't know if I can go up there. I might maybe lose connection. I'm trying to remove these stumps, but they've been giving me a hard time. They're pretty freaking deep. Be careful, they can be tough on your digestion. Eat small portion at a time to see what you tolerate. Okay, no, that's good to know, Angie. Thanks so much. I'll definitely try them out and see. Usually I don't eat that many. I only do like a carb load once every Saturday evening, and that's it. Either sweet potato or white rice. Hey Skip man, how are you? Not much. Things are okay. We'll probably wrap up here soon because I have to get back and continue working on a tiny house. Put some more wood because I can't work in the excavator today. It's almost out of hydraulic fluid, and I don't have any. Hey D, how's it going? It's good. I live in Michigan. Nice. Probably it's a lot hotter than us here. It's been very, very cold here, and only for the past now 1 week weather has been good, so things are starting to actually grow nicely, which is nice. So there's the water tank. Let me show. I don't know, hopefully I don't lose connection, and I'll show you where I'm at right now. So there's the water tank that I installed. It's 1,000 liter. I got it only about 2.5 feet underground. It's going to be covered to probably steel number 3 there. And there's a little hose that I have to actually do the connection, and should be good to go. And just have to kind of keep this closed. And there's a little water that you guys can see coming down from the creek, so it'll be pretty exciting once everything's done. Everything is leveled correctly as well, as it should. It was tough to actually move the whole thing up here, but you have to do it by hand. Flip it one piece at a time. There we go. Oh wow, you've done low. Yes, I've been trying. So I kind of flattened the section. I kind of never really worked on the excavator before, but I had to get it done because I'm not gonna wait till August. So I had to do it myself and get it all done. So it is starting to look pretty decent. A lot of work, but we're there. Duke, you're done playing? Are you done playing? Okay, you can dig. There you go. Yeah, dig the whole thing. That's your little mountain. Good, good. Yes. Right on. Yes, I do live alone. Yeah, I made a lot of progress. Would definitely like to finish more. I wish there's more time through the day, but with working and talking to to you guys and doing consultations and stuff. I can only put out like few hours out of the day, but it's coming along. Come on, Duke, dig, clean it up. I got a good helper. He actually helps me quite a bit, so which is nice. He flattens certain sections for me. Good boy. Right on. Come on, dig. Come on, get yourself tired. What's the matter with you? There you go, there you go. Let me know if you find anything. Duke is a good excavator. Oh, 100%. I can sit and just supervise him and tell him what to do, and he does it for me, which is perfect. I live alone as well. Yeah, that's awesome. It is. Sometimes it is. Less headaches, less everything, Randolph. That's the best way. Maurice is an amazing expert in his field. I can highly recommend, and he's got the best dog ever. Thank you, Dee. I really appreciate that. And Duke is working hard today. He wants to show off. He wants to show that he got energy, he got strength, and he can do it. Yes, yes. Good boy. Come on, flatten that whole section. Flatten it down. Take this. Yeah, take that and take it down. Yes, you got it. Go for it. There you go. Good boy. He listens very well. And so I don't have to do it. You can do it. Yes. Because that's his little play section. You know, I want it to be. Hey, Richard, how are you? Yes, pull, pull. Come on. Get rid of it. Pull. Yes. You need help? Oh, you're good. You got it. There you go. There you go. Yes. There you go. We're making good progress. Good boy. Oh, he listens so well. He knows. He's like, okay, what else I need to do? Give me some directions. See, that whole section there would probably get me exhausted. And he does it in like a minute or so. Easy, no problem. Same time, he's getting his little exercise. Build up his calves a bit. Never been married, but I almost did. But she wanted more than one personal love life. It's funny how that is, Randolph, right? It's never the same. You know, what you have in mind for a simple life, sometimes, you know, your other half wants to do other things and other plans, and sometimes it throws things away. So I think a lot of people survive living alone more. That goes for both sides, for man and woman. Duke, come up here, bud. Up to the tree. Up to the tree. Have a great day. Cheers, Richard. Same to you, Maurice. Hope you're having a good day. So far, so good. Duke, back up, please. Back up. Go up. Up. Up to the top. Here, let me help you. I hate putting a leash on you, but we have to. Wait, wait. Okay, go. Yeah, stuff. So hopefully, if I can get this section here flattened, then this way I can extend the fencing up to here. So this way Duke can come up here and access the water without have to put a stupid leash on him, because sometimes it gets wrapped around his feet, his toe, and he doesn't like that. So we're working on it. We're working on it. Sometimes, you know, you want things to be done right away, but you always have to be patient no matter what. And being out here, you have to be patient. It's weird watching as my bedtime in UK and you're working away in daylight. Oh, it's insane. Different time in different zone. This would be like a nice relaxation place to work, D. Okay, put it in the corner. Put it in the corner. I'll pass it to you. All these three trunks. Why did you decide to leave the city and choose to live in nature? I think it's overall it's better and healthier for a person. So always look at it this way. If a city got you sick, what made you think you're gonna heal in the same place you actually were born or live. So you always have to kind of move to a different area. And I think sometimes we all, at the end of the day, is move to a nature place so we can actually heal better. And I think it is, freedom is always the best, 100%, Randolph. And you want to be free from all the city and all the toxic environment around you. There's too many people being negative and not enough people being positive and thinking the outcome being so good. The outcome is beautiful. Even thought it's a simple life. You live in a 300 square feet house, or, what more do you want? We spend 99% of our time outdoors. So what's the point of having something massive and we pay for it so much money? You end up hitting the age of 65 or 70 and you're still paying a freaking mortgage. At the end of the day, you want to enjoy the life you want. When we all pass, we don't take anything with us other than what we leave behind is with our love and thoughts with families. That's it. We take nothing. We take no money with us. We take nothing with us. So why not live, we came to this life in a simple form, and we should always live in a simple form. As simple as that. And all you can leave behind is true words with everybody, and maybe that you've helped few people out there. I'm doing that in a few months. Awesome, good job. What has your health journey been like? Have you ever struggled with any illness? I did have a heart attack 10 years ago, and I think that woke me up. That woke me up quite a bit. I don't know you and I love you already. Cheers, Randolph. Thanks so much for that. I really appreciate it. Simplicity is very, very crucial. And it's funny how much sometimes, what gets me is there's so many people that have so much money in life and they don't know what to do with it. If you don't know what to do with it, there's people that actually need help. So help out, because, what goes around comes around. Why not give a little so you can have friends and family, everybody being happy beside you? Why should you actually be on top of the hill and actually see your friends or family struggle? Why do you think you had a heart attack so young? Stress. Stress. Maybe your other half stresses you out too much. So sometimes that's what actually happens. There's always, as a man, sometimes there's always something expected out of you to actually do all the time. But they never really look at the other half. It's like, well, if I'm doing so much, how come the other half does not meet halfway, at least, or try? Being around negative people affect us severely, 100%. Oh my gosh, I had a heart attack myself around a few years ago. How young were you? 34. Only nature can heal us, 100%. And that's the only reason I do a lot of grounding every single day. What are your thoughts on flexible dieting, as in eating 90% real food and 10% junk? Now, 10% junk is not bad as long as you are aware of it and you are doing something about it. So to give you an example, so let's say 7 days a week, you follow like a perfect restrict diet, eating whole food, eating what is healthy, what is good for our body. And let's say every Saturday night you're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna go out and have a little cheat with the family, with the friends, and enjoy for like a couple hours, just one meal, that actually I'm gonna live a little. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you are aware of it and as long as you are capable of doing something about it. And the whole idea is to reduce the inflammation as fast as possible. So let's say if you go out to the pubs, you eat pizza, you eat junk food, that junk food, for a fact, is going to actually ferment in your gut, and it's going to cause inflammation for up to 36 hours. So the question is, how can we eliminate the inflammation in under 4 hours from consuming that last bite? And that's what you have to do, whether you have to take an extra supplement, whether you have to take digestive enzymes or something in specific. It is best to actually get rid of it out of your system within that 4 hour, maximum 6 hour period, instead of actually lasting for about 36 hours or so and causing more inflammation issue. The inflammation can be the worst. 100% it could be, because the inflammation is what causes it. So imagine if you're eating junk every second day, but you're having inflammation on an ongoing basis. So you are living in an inflammation cycle. You're not really giving your body a rest. I do intermittent fasting usually, which I find reduces inflammation, but thanks, man. Yeah, 100%. Intermittent fasting is good. Ideally 24, 36 hours no matter what. You made the best of your struggle. 100%. Cheers to that. I have to. Zinc helps. Yes, zinc helps to actually boost up your immunity. Zinc and an acetyl-L-cysteine, such as NAC, these would be like two powerful supplements for your immunity, but to actually increase EPCs. So EPCs to actually allow your arterial system to stay nice and flexible and increase your endothelial cells. And that's how you can actually maintain the heart health without causing any damages. What are you looking at, Duke? Anybody here? He's barking at somebody. Who's here? There's nobody. Yes, I take them or that too. Oh, perfect. Perfect. What's going on? Let's go see what's going on. Anybody here? I don't see anybody. Who are you barking at? Obviously, he sees somebody. Do you ever drink any alcohol, Maurice, even just the odd occasion to celebrate something? Yes, I did. The last time I had the alcohol was on my brother's birthday. He hit his 50 years old. I did have 2 glasses of wine, and that was the last time. Prior to that, it's probably been, on an occasion, it could be like on a Christmas. I would have probably like 1 glass or possibly 2 glasses of wine. Could be organic, 100%. I'm not going to stop myself around occasion, especially around family. At the end of the day, there's no one close to you other than family and real friends. So if you can't enjoy that 10 minutes or half hour or 2 hours or 3 hours with them, when are you gonna ever enjoy that life? So having wine is fine. That's what I think it would be great for me. For you guys, you decide what you like. Even having a single malt whiskey is fine because it's not heavily processed, it's not mixed with sugars and any other ingredients. So there's certain things you can definitely do when it comes down to alcohol. And keep in mind, when alcohol goes into your liver, it's actually utilized a lot faster than sugar. What nationality are you, Maurice? I'm originally from Lebanon. I would trust your dog. Oh, I know, he's looking out there. I was looking, I didn't see anything. But hold on, Duke. Let me take the leash around your foot. Back up for a sec. You're full of mud. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, go. You're good. The breed looks great on you. The beard, oh, thank you. I'm trying to grow it. I gotta grow it some more, a little bit longer. How does this work? What do you mean, how does this work? Please explain, Ali. What do you mean? About the alcohol? Any tips on early glaucoma, nitric oxide, astaxanthin, taurine? That's the only way you can actually support your vision. Some people will do really great on bilberry. But your most important supplement is going to be your nitric oxide for vasodilation and open up your capillaries. You need your astaxanthin to strengthen the nerves of the eyes and to actually strengthen your vision. Bilberry is actually really good for night vision, and it gets rid of any blurred vision as well too. Yeah, the culture of Lebanon is quite unique, quite different. And it varies from families to families, how they actually do things, how they do certain cultures. They still are very high family oriented, but over the years sometimes things do change. I don't really understand the science behind that. Behind what? Can you please explain? The science behind what? Your question is not completed. So I have a question. If you don't live with the parents anymore, I'm off grid. I'm here. This is my main location. When I go to the city, I was living with the parents till I finish this location. Once I'm done this location, I'm here full time, guys. You're really great with your knowledge, with nutrition and science. Thank you, Randolph. I really appreciate that. I'm trying. I have a lot of information. I definitely want to share it with everybody. Thoughts on Paul Saladino's idea? Paul Saladino, he's a jumper. One day he wanted to be full carnivore. He did write a book on, what to eat in a full carnivore. 2 years later, he thought, hey, what the hell, we do need carbohydrates. So now he's kind of debating and starting to actually add carbohydrates because his sleep's been struggling. And I've always mentioned this because I've been doing carnivore diet for 10 years now, and I've always mentioned it, that without carbohydrates, without refueling your glycogen storage once a week, you will actually severely struggle with underactive thyroid. You will struggle with other things, but only a small percentage of the population. Not everybody gets affected that way. And he's in that category, and I've always mentioned it. So now he's back onto consuming carbohydrates as well too. Did you start learning about nutrition after your heart attack or before? I knew about nutrition since 2002, but what we've learned as a clinician or a clinical nutritionist, it's exactly what pharmaceuticals learn. You know, we learn that, you know, there's medications, we learn that there's blood work, we learn that there's a lot of these things, but the problem is nobody takes it above and beyond and continue doing knowledge and actually understanding what nutrition is really based on. Because what we thought nutrition was based on from the damn books we will read in schools that were actually produced in the 30s and the 50s, were most of them were bullshit, because they're all actually being sponsored by big corporations. And that's why you always see certain things are pushed. Even dietitians and nutritionists, they still till today push certain things. I don't know why my throat hurts when I swallow. That's high omega-6 inflammation in your body. I have the same knowledge I would love to share with you, with your knowledge and nutritional. 100%. We should definitely discuss it in details. How does calorie deficit work for fat loss? As I've seen you disagree with it earlier in videos. Yeah, I disagree with it earlier. If you ever follow like a low carbohydrate diet or a ketogenic or a carnivorous diet, there is no such thing as calories in, calories out. There is no need to count. The only time you want to count your caloric intake is when you start to consume simple carbohydrates to your diet. Very simple. Hi, day 1 out of hospital with type 2 diabetes. I'm going to have a class on type 2 diabetes next Saturday. If you do want to join it, Darren, definitely book the time and we can discuss it in details. Golden seal for the throats as well too. Oh yeah, 100%. What are some plant-based protein options? When it comes down to plant-based protein option, it's all about having your essential and non-essential amino acids. And the problem is with the plant protein, it's never really a complete protein. So that's why you always have to mix certain plants based together so you can actually get a full protein, or else you're always going to become deficient. Uh, 10 years from the heart attack. That tells you my age, Randolph. The webinar this morning was excellent. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know we're expecting more people. For some reason, a lot of them did not get the link correctly for some reason. So I'm going to run another class next weekend. And it is going to be on type 2 diabetes. Same time, 7 a.m. My time. I think it's going to be like maybe 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm in Canada, not in the State. For throat, what is it? Yes. Yeah, I've sent it out. They wrote it down for Golden Seal. I'm 60. You're young. Yeah, I'm still very young. Still very young. 20-year difference, almost. 16 years difference. What about nuts and seed option? You said on another live that some are not good. You could have them. You just gotta make sure they are sprouted, because they do have some anti-nutrient effect. If you have no issues with anti-nutrients, or you're not kind of sensitive to them, you should be fine. The class was great, but yes, the new link went to my junk email, so almost missed it. Oh wow, okay, that's good to know. Please do a class on stomach inflammation. So the next weekend, the class is gonna be on type 2 diabetes and inflammation. My time 7 a.m. I don't know, your time is gonna be probably like 10 a.m. I think Eastern, you guys are like about 3 hours apart. Thoughts on extending telomeres? We can talk about that. Guys, I do have to get going. It's been an hour and a half doing live with you guys. I know I wanted to only do an hour to kind of get back to work. So what I'll do is, hopefully it doesn't rain because it's getting like dark clouds. Duke, let's go. Come on. So what I'll do is I'll come back again tomorrow. We'll definitely continue doing some more chats, live chats, and we'll definitely go from there. You guys have been great. A lot of questions. Um, always a pleasure to come here as well, because I have always meet new people. And if you guys click on my profile picture, you can always book a time. We can discuss in details or possibly join some of the classes. In the meantime, it's hard to say. My timing frame changes from day to day. Sometimes I do come in the evening, sometimes I do come around this time, so I'll definitely do my best. Man, I wish we could chat more, but it's okay. Another time, Randolph, because I do have to get going for sure. I just have to finish a lot of work because I have family coming by next week, so I gotta finish everything before I have to. There's lots, it never ends. It's gonna be tough for the time, not sure, but maybe I'm gonna try to do it maybe same time as today, guys. In the meantime, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll touch base. If you need anything, send me a direct message. We can connect. You guys take care.